On the road to Shangxuan country, there were two people riding horses, one after another. The person in front, although not saying that he was superb in horsemanship, but also could see that he had undergone special equestrian training, and was a person who could ride a horse and travel. And the person behind looked a bit clumsy. He seemed very unaccustomed to the horseback, did not know how to control the horse through the reins, and did not dare to let the horse run, only dared to walk slowly. One look was a novice who had just ridden a horse. "Tang brother!" Bai Qiuran, who fell behind, shouted. "Please wait for me." Tang Wei, who was riding in front, had a look of helplessness on his face, and let his horse slow down, and walked side by side with Bai Qiuran. "I saw you leading a horse out of the door, and I thought you could ride a horse," Tang Wei said helplessly. "I didn't expect you to be so powerful that you couldn't even ride a horse. I used to walk by myself when I traveled." Bai Qiuran smiled a little embarrassedly. "Then why did you buy a horse?" Tang Wei asked. "Too much money and nowhere to spend it. Just in a good mood, I bought a horse." Bai Qiuran smiled and said, "Is there a problem? I regret agreeing to go with you a little bit." Tang Wei sighed. "It was a 3-day journey, but you dragged it out for 5 days. He. Bai Qiuran also said a little apologetically. Sorry, I'm old, and my personality has become very procrastinating. We should be able to reach the small town in front of Mang Mountain tonight. When we get there, you can take the horse to the market and sell it," Tang Wei said. "Anyway, you can't ride it. With your cultivation, it's better to walk by yourself." Previously, at the roadside inn, Bai Qiuran proposed to Tang Wei to travel together. Perhaps considering Bai Qiuran's superior cultivation compared to the martial arts people, Tang Wei agreed to his suggestion. Since then, the two have traveled together for 5 days. Tang Wei was responsible for pointing the way, and Bai Qiuran was completely in a playful mood, and went with him. The two of them went deep into the hinterland from the border of Shangxuan country near Qingming Mountain, and after 5 days, they finally arrived near Mang Mountain. Before it got dark, the two entered the small town before Mang Mountain, and Tang Wei found an inn with vacant rooms in the town, and the two settled down temporarily. Although he didn't feel very tired, Bai Qiuran immediately ordered a table of good wine and food to reward his stomach, while Tang Wei ran to the innkeeper and asked him about the demon of Mang Mountain. The demon of Mang Mountain. Speaking of this, the innkeeper of this inn immediately frowned. It's really fierce lately, and many lives have been lost in the nearby villages and towns. I heard people say that the demon is very fast, and when it attacks people, others can only see a black shadow, and the people attacked by it are all dead and mutilated, very miserable. It is not afraid of people at all, and it appears day and night, very rampant. Many martial arts people have formed teams to crusade against it, but they have not come back. I don't know when it will come to our town to catch people. I hope those immortals who live on the mountain can take care of it. You don't need them to do it. Tang Wei raised his eyebrows and said, "We mortals will take care of it ourselves. Are you going to get rid of the demon?" The innkeeper pointed to the several tables in the inn, where some people who looked like Jianghu people were sitting. "Then I suggest you can talk to those martial arts people, walking in Jianghu, one for fame, one for profit. If you can afford the money, plus the reputation of a demon slayer, I think they should agree to go with you. The demon is very dangerous. Don't go to die by yourself." "Didn't the local government issue a bounty for demon hunting?" Tang Wei raised his eyebrows and asked. "What to issue? Now the emperor of Shangxuan is addicted to immortal arts, and he has no intention of caring about the life and death of us common people." The innkeeper flipped through the account book and lowered his head and said, "Nowadays, the money of the government has to be paid to the national teacher for refining pills, and they are still squeezing the people. Where would they be willing to pay for someone to get rid of the demon? We have no hope for the Shangxuan government." Tang Wei returned to the table silently, and Bai Qiuran, who was pouring wine, saw his face and asked, "What's wrong? Tang brother, your face doesn't look very good. Is that demon very powerful?" It is very powerful. Tang Wei came back to his senses, did not tell him about the government, but said, Bai Qiuran, after I take you to the horse market tomorrow and sell the horse, let's part ways. Oh. Bai Qiuran put down the wine pot and asked, Why? I also want to enter Man Mountain. Because I have to deal with serious matters. Tang Wei answered. Bai Qiuran, listen to my advice. You go in just to pick herbs. After picking the herbs, you just leave by yourself. The demon in the mountain is very dangerous for us martial arts masters. Don't go to provoke it if you have nothing to do. Since Tang brother insists on this, then let it be. Bai Qiuran is not a pretentious person. Asking to go together is just for the sake of having a companion on the way. Since the other party has made it clear that he wants him to leave, he will not stick to it and refuse to leave. Tang brother. He raised his glass and toasted Tang Wei. I'm very happy to meet such a friend as you on this trip. If I have a chance, I'll see you next time. The next morning, after Tang Wei took Bai Qiuran to the horse market and sold the horse, the two officially parted ways. Tang Wei stayed in the town, not knowing what to do, while Bai Qiuran entered the Man Mountain with a leisurely mood, as if he was on a spring outing.